Hello and happy Friday. This is Jack Tubbs from the J Team at Realty One in Surprise, Arizona, coming to you on this beautiful Friday here in the Valley of the Sun in Phoenix, Arizona. Hey, I got a quick check-in for you today, and I really want to express to you buyers the importance of getting your pre-approval before you even start the home buying process. And it's important for many different reasons. I want to cover some of those right now. But number one, first off, to be able to establish what your income is, to find out what your assets are, to find out what kind of debt that you already have, maybe car loans, something like that. Also, to establish your credit history. And this is one of the most important things, because you know what? When I found more often than not that when a loan officer looks at your credit history, they find that something is still being reported on your credit history that you've already paid off, and it's still showing as a debt against you, and that knocks your credit score down. Plus, it also messes with your debt to income ratio, because it says that you still owe this debt which you've already paid off. So it's really important that we meet with the loan officer, so that if it takes a little extra time, they can go through and help you clean up your credit record so that your score reflects what your true credit should be. So you know what, you might be getting a credit score showing like 650 when you really should be at 680 or 700. So doesn't it make sense to get a hold of a mortgage officer and sit down and go through the pre-approval process to maybe clean up your credit score, get your credit score to where it's be, get rid of some old debt that's still hanging on your credit record because nobody bothered to take it off? You're going to find that quite a bit with smaller credit cards and smaller lenders. You're going to find out they don't put the time in to make sure that they take these things off your record so they're no longer reported. Also, they can verify your employment history, which also gives the seller that much more, and also the lender that much more confidence in your ability to repay your loan. So first off, number one, besides clearing up your credit history, making sure that everything is right about your credit history, it also gives you a very clear idea of what you can afford. So that gives you an idea of what price point of home you want to look at. You don't want to look at a $500,000 home when $425,000 is the max that any lender will give you. You want to look at something more in the $400,000 range, knowing that $25,000, or maybe if you go to $410,000, that gives you some negotiating space. Or if it gets into a point where it's a bidding war, you can put forth your very best and final at the very beginning. It also gives your offer more desirability when it is sent in with a pre-approval. As a matter of fact, in this market, if you don't have a pre-approval to send in with your offer, it will not be considered. It'll just be rejected right off the top. Nobody will look at it. If you don't have cash or some way to prove that you have the cash to buy, or a really strong pre-approval, your offer won't even get looked at right now in this market, because it's just such a strong market. And you know what? It also gives the sellers so much more security that you'll be able to secure the mortgage to buy the property. Also, if your offer comes in right with a really strong pre-approval and a decent down payment, you're going to find out that sellers will sometimes reject smaller cash offers because they know that cash offers will close without appraisal, etc. But a strong pre-approval with a decent down payment makes a seller that much more comfortable, and they will also maybe wait that extra week that it takes to go through the whole process to close the loan and receive their net profit from the sale of their home. So let's just remember that sitting down with a lender, getting a pre-approval is not only makes your offer stronger, but it could benefit you by making sure that your credit score that's being reported is correct. And I can't tell you how important that is, not only when you're applying for a mortgage, but when you go forth and buy insurance and other things. Your credit score affects the price that you pay for insurance and other things greatly. So one of the things you really want to do is make sure that credit score that's being reported is correct, and a loan mortgage officer can help you do that. So it's important that you meet with them and get your pre-approval ready to go even before we see the first house, because the last thing that I want to see you do is fall in love with a home and then find out that you can't get pre-approved to purchase it, or if you want to throw an offer in and just see it rejected, and the other 10 offers that came in behind you, they're going to accept one of those and you don't even have a chance. So let's avoid the disappointment. Let's make sure that our credit score is right, and let's go in with full guns blazing with a really strong pre-approval and a decent down payment. So if I can help refer you to a great lender here in the Valley, I work with 3 awesome ones, and they cover every spectrum of every type of lending product that's out there, from BA, rural development, FHA, all the different types of loans that are out there. I've got a lender that will specialize in whatever loan you're interested in. Other than that, they're also great people. They have great communication and a great organization behind them. So if I can be any help by referring you to a lender, please don't hesitate to call. You can call me at 248-330-7972. That's 248-330-7972. Or you can email me, jack@thejteam.house, and that's JACK @THE, the letter J, the word team, TEAM.house. Or you can call the office and talk to any of my team members at 623-252-4061. And once again, that's 623-252-4061. Hey, this is Jack Tubbs from the J Team, wishing you a fantastic weekend. I hope you get a chance to get some rest, spend some time with family, and get recharged for the busy week ahead. And I will see you on Monday with more about what's going on in the Phoenix real estate market.